When were you forced to expose the girl code? My roommate Candy and I had this unspoken rule: never tell each other's boyfriends about our mistakes. In our small college town, drama spread like wildfire, and protecting each other always came first. Then Candy started cheating on her boyfriend Elias with his fraternity brother Jerome. I remember the first time I caught them making out in our dorm hallway. "Girl, anyone but Jerome," I told her that night. "It's just flirting," she promised. Nothing serious. 2 months later, she was sneaking around constantly. For the first time, I saw Candy acting paranoid and secretive. She changed her phone password, lied about study groups that didn't exist. She even started avoiding Elias's calls. "I think I'm falling for Jerome," she told me while we were doing laundry. Part of me understood the attraction. Jerome was charming and exciting, but I knew this would destroy Elias, who talked constantly about marrying Candy after graduation. Then came that Tuesday morning. We were getting ready for class when she ran to the bathroom and threw up. She emerged pale, gripping the sink. I grabbed a pregnancy test from our emergency stash, the kind every college girl keeps. 2 pink lines appeared immediately. "Oh my god," she whispered, staring at the test. My stomach dropped. "Candy, whose is it?" Her face went white, then red. "I don't know." "What do you mean you don't know?" "Elias and I had sex 2 weeks ago, but Jerome and I have been hooking up for months." 3 days later, Elias called me excited. "Guess what? Candy and I are talking about moving in together next year. I'm ready to take things to the next level." My blood ran cold. I knew Candy had been avoiding Elias since the pregnancy test, claiming she needed space to focus on finals. "Did she seem excited about moving in?" I asked carefully. Elias laughed. "She's been acting weird lately, but I think it's just stress from school." I spent 2 days in agony. On one side was the girl code. On the other was Elias, who had the right to know his girlfriend was pregnant and it might not even be his baby. Saturday night, I cornered Candy in our room after she'd been texting Jerome all evening. "Are you going to tell Elias about the pregnancy?" I asked directly. She slammed her phone down. "Girl, that's between me and the guys involved. Not when Elias is talking about a future with you while you're hiding something this huge. You wouldn't tell him." "Try me." Candy stepped closer, whispering so our neighbors wouldn't hear through the thin walls. "Girls don't snitch on girls. We protect each other no matter what. This is about you lying to someone who loves you about a pregnancy that could be his." She crossed her arms defiantly. "Stay out of my relationship." I pushed back. "Tell him or I will." By morning, I'd made my decision. When Elias texted asking if I wanted to grab coffee and talk about surprise party ideas for Candy, I told him we needed to discuss something serious. "About what?" he asked when we met at the campus coffee shop. I took a deep breath. "Elias, Candy's pregnant and she doesn't know if it's yours or Jerome's." His face crumbled as I told him everything about the cheating, the pregnancy test, and her refusal to tell him. "Why are you telling me this? To break us up?" he asked, his voice shaking. "Because you deserve to know the truth." He called Candy immediately. I could hear her screaming through the phone from across the coffee shop. When he hung up, tears filled his eyes. "She says you're lying because you're jealous of our relationship, that I need to choose between believing you or her." "What did you tell her?" I told her I need a paternity test before we talk about anything else. Candy showed up at our dorm an hour later with suitcases. She walked past me like I didn't exist and started throwing her belongings into bags. "Where are you going?" I asked. "My sister's letting me stay there until I figure things out." She stuffed makeup into her bag. "Just admit you made this up because you can't stand seeing me happy." I watched her pack frantically. "Get the paternity test, Ash. That's all anyone's asking." She zipped her bag violently. "You broke the code. You're dead to me." Candy moved out that day, calling me every horrible name she could think of.